What are you, a camel?
What's that?
I said, what are you, a camel? How much water?
Oh, yeah. Well, I get one upstairs, and then, I'm live. There we go. I do have lots of water here, down there. I was up in the Youth Intelligence Hockey Suite there talking to my friends. The Point family are all here and enjoying themselves, and had water there. And then saw Sean Robbins from Blue Water Power up there. I was talking to him and his family.
Very thankful for keeping the lights on.
Right. And the, hey, how are you? And the internet and all that too. So I've known Sean a really long time and his family. And his grandson came up. His grandson's, so Sean's as old as me, probably a year older anyway. And his grandson's taller than you.
I didn't get a very good
well, I just remember when
Cardell.
his grandson was this big.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So it's like, wow, where does that time go?
I thought you were just taking a shot at me.
So, no, I would never. No, I would never. Right? So, 1-0 out there. I missed that goal. Did you catch it?
Yeah, I did. They caught him short-handed. He was buzzing in from the point, and nobody saw him. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Oshpenko's been great.
Yeah, really, really happy to see him out there, like, quite honestly. And I'm sure he was anxious to be a part of this tonight.
You see what I mean about the athleticism, though. They had 3 odd-man rushes in about 2 minutes there, and he stopped every single one, dove across the crease. Sacrifices the body, because those groin muscles, they're pretty easy to go.
Right? And right. It's like, and you don't want to pull that one, right? You need that,
especially as a goalie.
Yeah, you got to be. Hi, how are you? I'm good, thanks. You got to really appreciate him being a part of all of this. And how are you?
How are you?
What's that? Oh wow, where did all that time go? Right? What's your name? Hi, Lindsay. I'm David. This is Connor.
I'm Connor. Nice to meet you.
Right on. Thanks for stopping by. I know, right? Cool. Go Sting, go. There you go. I love when people stop by to say hello and
very cool.
They don't even realize we're live.
I know.
What
do we matter? Right?
The headphones might have been a giveaway, but I don't know. No, I saw a lady I've known a long time. It's wonderful when people stop by. And you saw the other fellow.
You got to give people your time.
Well, absolutely.
That one's stuck.
Speaking of time, running out of time here. I just heard at the last moment there. I was 45 seconds to get down here from upstairs, and I heard this call against, was it Easton?
Easton Wallace. I got up and walked, but I did hear a 10-minute
misconduct for a mouth guard
violation.
No, I'm not. I'm not the guy. You know that. I go, okay.
Yeah.
Everybody hates the referees. I get that, but I've never heard that one before.
It's weird. I don't know if this is an OHL specific rule, and I don't know if he didn't have it in or if it was hanging out of the side of his mouth. I don't know what their parameters are for calling that, but it's a weird one. And then you saw another rare penalty before that with Brenner Lamons getting a spearing penalty. You don't hear that too often.
That's the second time I've heard the spearing penalty.
Yeah, we had one on either Wednesday or Sunday night. It's not one you see very often, and there's...
Where does it come from? You have to wonder sometimes, and then I think, and again, I don't want the job, don't qualify by any means. I think the biggest thing for me, and I was talking to somebody who's really close to hockey and has been for a long time around the OHL, and he said, my biggest thing, David, is I want to see consistency. Mm-hmm. When you're not calling something in the first and second period, and then all of a sudden it happens in the third period, now you're calling it.
Yeah, that's hard to adjust to that.
So, because I think the players probably get a feel from the referees. Mm-hmm. I don't want to necessarily word it as what can we get away with, but what's the tone of the game here, and what can we do? What are they willing to tolerate? And when it's not, I don't know. It's just I don't know how that works, but that's a new one on me. Is the 10-minute for a mouth guard. I'll be curious to nose around and find out a little bit more about what that. Well, I mean, it's a call's a call. It doesn't get changed, but I've never heard that one before. So new one on me, right? New one on me.
I don't love it, but What are you going to do?
Well, it's going to be what it's going to be. Coming out in the second period, like the pace was pretty good, I thought, out there.
Oh, it was fast.
And 1-0, like not horrible, still doable.
No.
And we've seen them do it against Flint before.
Sure, and I think it could be 2-0 for us right now. There were so many good chances down there. I don't know how the goalie kept the puck out of the net.
Yeah.
There was a great wraparound that he saved, and then another rebound, and they just looked snake bitten. All the shots were great. I've talked about quality chances before, and I think a lot of those were quality chances. And then you run into a hot goalie, and it's like, what can you do, right? You've done everything right, and then someone stands on their head, and it's like the only thing you can do is just keep shooting, because eventually he'll get tired, I would hope, and that's really all you can do.
Yeah, and the puck got away from us a few times. Like, honestly, that one goal that they did get, it really just got away from us.
Yeah.
And that was tough for, Osapenko had to try to recover from that, and it's just, but he seems not shooken by it. He seems like, okay, there's one, you got to move forward. Like you can't be right there, but you can usually tell by some reaction of the goalie if they're getting frustrated, but it's not enough as time has gone by to get frustrated yet, I don't think. Yeah,
I know. He's been really good, and I think that's probably one of his better characteristics, is that he doesn't get very shaken up in net no matter how many goals go in. He's still diving for every play. Gives 100% out there, and I like to see him. He's a really interesting, kind of a different style of play that you would see, more like I don't know if you'd want to call it Dominic Hasek, but it's very all over the crease, and he's in every place that he can be.
Oh, yeah, as compared to what?
As like Quinlan is more sound in net. I think his movements are more fluid. He moves post to post better. I don't know if I'd say better, but it's just a different style of play. Okay. You see, he's very athletic. You don't see as much diving, jumping saves from Patrick Quinlan as you do from Osapenko, and I think that's where he comes up big in a lot of them, because I think he's down and out, and then there comes a blocker or a stick out of nowhere, and he keeps it out.
Yeah. Speaking of sticks, I've noticed over many games this season, especially in the last, probably 6 or 7 games.
Bing! And that's our counter for the day.
I've seen a lot of sticks break out there.
Yeah.
Is that they're hitting harder, or they're hitting them different, or where?
Well, you saw a couple slashing penalties there, and I think as much as the rest have been a little bit shaky today, I don't think they're uneven. You saw within the first, I think it was 15 seconds that Flint had a tripping penalty, and it was pretty nice to see. And then right after that, they had a double minor that we couldn't capitalize on. So the first 6 minutes of the game were played shorthanded for Flint, and then we ended up getting a couple. So I don't think it's been one-sided. I just think they're not letting anybody get away with anything tonight. And you saw the little scrum in front of the net, and I'm sure that's what they're trying to avoid. And Brendan Lamon's really getting comfortable in his pest character. I think he's coming into his own. He realizes, you saw that with the last 2 games, how he gets under every team's skin. He's a young 16-year-old player, and he's getting 19 and 20-year-olds riled up to the point
knows how to push the buttons.
He sure does.
We need some of that on the Sarnia Sting, because it's usually our buttons that are getting pushed, and we've let that in through our so-called rhino skin that you got to have. But they always seem to find the cracks in us. It's nice to see it going the other way. But you also got to know when to pull back and just focus on hockey.
Yeah, of course. You see how that you end up 4 minutes shorthanded. We're still on the penalty kill here going into the second period. It's nice to see, but when you want to get people going, but you put your team down.
No bench brawls, Connor.
Minutes. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be talked to a little bit there and realizes that it was a mistake made, but and he's in the back of their minds now, and I'm sure they're going to be looking for him every time he comes into the scrum. So that's a point for him.
What adjustments do you want to see coming out of the second period?
Defensively, you got to be a little tighter. I think you saw those odd man rushes. It was 2-on-1, 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 and Osapenko stopped every single one. So I don't know where the rest of the team was. They were a little farther back. I don't know if they got caught on an odd line change and were a little bit tired, but that for sure, I think you got to tighten up and give Osapenko the best chance he can get, because 2-on-1s are not ideal. He'd like to get an odd shot from the side or from an angle where he can fully track it. It's tough when you come down with 2-on-1, and you got to take the pass. So he's going to be looking at the shooter always, but it's never a guarantee.
Got to take the pass, but you got to hold on to the puck a little longer sometimes too. I feel like I'm seeing a little bit of that I think Jay Peckham would call it that hot potato, you know.
Yeah.
I got it. Oh, no, you get it. I don't want it. You take it. You know, I saw a little bit of that out of there in the first period. Not a ton, but enough to make me go, okay, guys, you got to spread that out a little bit, I think is what needs to be. Spread out a little bit more, but easy for me to say who doesn't know how to tie skates.
Or spell sports.
Right, spell sport. I'm getting better. I got the R in the middle.
Oh,
of
wow.
it,
now we're making
spurts.
we're making big steps. Okay.
Spurts. I'm growing in spurts.
Homer Simpson.
See how I did that?
I am smart. SMRT.
This is about 6-7 years ago I learned that one.
Oh, yeah. Look
Yeah.
at
Can't wait for tomorrow night. I really can't. You're going to get half the jokes, and the rest of the room's going to be like, huh?
a little bit out of the age group.
Yeah, I don't know. Hughes Intelligence
I'll laugh
and
extra loud for
Joe's Discount Tire, big supporters here. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Terry Doyle and Barry Wright on Your TV Sarnia, who do the television play-by-play. I've learned a lot from these guys over the 10 years, and I've known some of them longer. Lee Cunningham I've known about 25 years. I knew Lee when he was a bartender at Patty Flaherty's back in the day.
Holy smokes.
You didn't know that,
I didn't
right?
know that.
I interviewed Lee last year. It was a great interview, and he talks about that as well. But Lee Cunningham and Patrick DeRoche on CHOK.com or 103.
True experts.
Yeah, you know, and I actually do take advantage of the fact I sit with these guys. I talk to them all a lot and ask them, what do you think? And, you know, like Patrick, I can go to him, but well, what do you think about this goalie? Because he, you know, did that.
Former
Patrick,
goalie.
and in the Hall of Fame here with the Sarnia Sting. Matt Martin just recently put into the Hall of Fame. That was huge to have him here.
What an awesome night that was. Got a picture with him. Great guy, and his family being here, it meant so much to them, I'm sure. And it meant a lot to him. And what an honor to have him around.
And I'll tell you, the Sting worked hard at getting him here. Like, you can imagine a guy like that. He's all over the place, and he's kind of looking at different things in his career right now. Do I do management or media? Sounds like he's leaning more on the media side of things. Well, time will tell in a little bit, but it was fantastic and an honor to have somebody like that's high level. That's high level to have Matt Martin here.
It is, and you saw how highly he spoke of us as an organization. I think he was verbatim. His quote was, "If it wasn't for my stop in Sarnia, I don't know if I'd make the NHL." And
right.
For him to be a walk-on on this team, not even a guarantee, just came off the street, and I'm going to try out for
Those
this
are
team.
big words.
Almost 1,000 games in the NHL, and now, like I mentioned before, he's the
13 games short, I think.
Yes, I know. So unfortunate, but
it missed it by that much.
You saw Steven Stamkos on the board say he counts playoff games, so that's well over 1,000 with all the playoff games that he's played. So we'll count it. We'll count it 1,000.
And to have Stamkos there, it's great because he did play with them, but then he was asked at the press conference. You know, what you got something about Steve Stamkos, and he says, "Well, I'd sooner be playing with him than against him."
Good answer.
But hey, fair enough, and he really put Steve Stamkos up on the pedestal as Stamkos has deserved. I'm looking forward to the time we've had Steven Stamkos back here once when they retired his jersey. I feel like he's in the Hall of Fame. It's just a matter of getting him here at some point to celebrate that.
For sure. I mean, he's in the NHL. He's going to be in the NHL Hall of Fame, so he's a guarantee lock for here, I would think.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of. So thanks, Matt Martin and the family, for making the time. And I know Mark Guy and the team worked really hard to getting there. Speaking of Mark Guy, I haven't listened to it. It's probably playing right now on CHOK.com. And if not, I'm going to ask Lee if I can get the audio somewhere, because he had an interview with Mark Guy earlier, and he said it was a very candid interview. What would you kind of expect to hear from Mark Guy in that type of interview? What would you hope to hear? I
would assume that he would probably talk about the Memorial Cup, the future of the Sting, anything that's going to be happening in this arena. Like I said, it'd be nice to see a concert here. I'm a big
right. You're a big music guy, concert
I am,
guy.
For sure. And, you know, like we had Elton John here, which is unbelievable.
I had to miss that.
I
was supposed to interview him.
I was too young, probably.
I was like, really?
How cool would that have been?
Same with Jerry Seinfeld. I was supposed to be
A-list performers here at the Hive.
Was not in the cards for me. It was just not. I was like,
the stars didn't align.
Did not. There's Holly Mulholland, and she's announcing the Sting back out to the Sarnia Sting Arena.
Just a bundle of energy.
At the PASA. I love Holly. She does a fantastic job.
She's great.
I've interviewed her, too. Who have I not interviewed? I've interviewed you. I've even interviewed that Jay Peckham guy.
You're running out of people. You're going to have to get a new
I was mentioning Mark Guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Put that out there into the ether.
Just saying. Stay tuned.
Hey, Mark.
All right. Do appreciate all of you for watching as well. And again, Hughes Intelligence, Joe's Discount Tire. Make sure you check them out on Facebook. And all of you for Beyond the Boards. I'm David Burrows. My bestest friend ever.
Oh, my goodness.
Connor Burke joining me
What do you need
right
from me?
here. JPEG.